Okay, let's try this shit again. Okay, hello, it's Mello. I'm here recording a little video outside, chilling with Mother Gaia and the ancestors and the ducks. It's two ducks over here by me by the tree. We all chilling. Um, so I've been led to like go ahead and record a video. Just speaking on my journey recovering from being hit by a drunk driver. So yeah, like it has now been a year and 5 months. A year and 5 months since the accident happened. Um, yeah, so it happened November, the late hours of November 6th, early morning hours of November 7th. I was coming home from work, driving, minding my business, bumping, feeling good. Coming from downtown Memphis, and um, yeah, I was coming from downtown Memphis, driving home. It was like it was like in the late hours of 12 to 1 a.m. The street I was on was a narrow two-lane street. It's surrounded by like wooded areas and a deep ass ditch, water, all that good stuff. Um, I'm sorry for like looking around and stuff because it's like people walking around me and it's like, why are you walking around me? Like, why are you walking near me? Okay, let me chill. Let me make sure his ass walk off first. Yeah, walk another direction. Cause why the fuck was you walking towards me anyways, nigga? The fuck? Anyways, so yes, driving home from work from downtown Memphis. As I was driving over this overpass, it was like spirit ancestors that tapped in with me. Cause like they told me to slow down and turn my radio down. And I wasn't even like speeding or nothing. I was definitely going the speed limit. But even with me going the speed limit, that was like slow down and turn your radio down. Um, I guess so that I could be focused in that moment, be prepared, be a little less shocked. I'm not sure exactly why they told me to do that in that moment, but obviously it was for a reason. Um, as I was driving, the car that hit me caught my attention from the left because it was like they were coasting, which now it makes sense because he was drunk. So it was like he wasn't driving that hoe, like the car was driving itself, but that nigga wasn't in no Tesla, okay? He wasn't in no Tesla, but the damn car was like cruising, like driving itself while he was asleep behind the wheel because he was fucking drunk. So as I noticed his car, my mind went to being like, oh, that car looks odd. Like, they driving slow. Like, what the fuck? And then, soon as, like, my mind, like, set into itself, I seen the car, like, slowly just merge over. I ain't gonna say, I mean, it was slowly, but it all happened within minutes, seconds. But it was like for me, like how I was explaining to my mentor, like it was like time had slowed down, everything was going in like slow mo in that moment, because I know everything happened within a minute of like minutes, seconds, or whatever. It just happened. It's for me being in that experience. It just seemed like time had slowed down, like everything was moving in slow mo and shit. So yeah, so he merged over into my lane. Well, I was going southbound, he was going northbound, so our cars were in opposite directions of each other, obviously. So he merged over into my lane, hit me head on, boom. And as he hit me head on, like I said, for me, things were going in slow mo, so I had time to put my car in park and also like push my foot down on the brake, like push it down to the floor. That's just what I was led to do in that moment, like off the bat, like as he was hitting me, cause it's like he hit me. First off, rewind. As I seen him merging over into my lane, I laid on my horn, laid on that motherfucker. Did not get off of it. He was so drunk, not even the horn like got him to fucking come to. Like that's ridiculous as hell. With lights flashing in your face and a fucking horn right in front of you, and like you still don't hear that shit. Anyways, yeah, I laid on my horn, and as I was beeping my horn, like he was colliding with me, so his car was pushing me backwards. And as that was happening, I put my gear into park, and I had my foot like all the way down on the brake, like down to the literal floor. That did not stop his car from knocking me off the road. But it's like at the same time, I'm still grateful that my survival, my fight or flight kicked in that moment. Because it's like, who's to say that like me doing it didn't make a significant difference? Like, uh, how how bad the injury was, or literal life or death. Because it's like we're gonna get to it. but but yeah, so it was just like, yeah, so he knocked me off of the road. This is my car. This is his car. He knocked me off of the road, and like somehow his car got over here. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But my car was knocked off of the road into the brush, into the wooded brush. Just a couple feet away from that deep ass ditch I was telling you of. No, I didn't mention the ditch in this video. There was the last video when I first started recording, and the little weird ass bitch just got on the damn lawnmower and started riding that lawnmower close to me for whatever fucking reason. Being a dick. Cause it ain't even no damn grass. It ain't even no damn grass. The grass is just now fucking growing back over here. And she just came over here and cut the damn grass. And I was just staring at her ass. Cause I'm like, I know you're not about to do this shit while I'm sitting right here. She eventually rolled her monkey ass on. But that's besides the point. So yeah, back to what I was saying. There was also this long ass deep ass ditch over there as well, and I was just a few feet, maybe not even a few feet, a few steps. I don't fucking know, a few steps from my car, me going into that fucking ditch. So like, whew, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so yeah, he was so intoxicated that he did not get out of the car to check on me not one time during this entire experience. Mind you, this wasn't after I was hit. This wasn't no quick shit. Like I wasn't able to get help soon. So, yeah, I was on the side of the road for at least 30 minutes. I believe it was about 40 minutes, but at least 30 minutes. Um, so yeah, he hit me so hard that like on impact it knocked my contact lenses out. My contact lens 2C, like I need them hoes 2C. He knocked them out of my eyes, so I was not able to like find my phone to call 911. Um, my what's that thing called in the front? The airbag. My airbag did not deploy on impact. My airbag deployed after like the car was knocked off of the road and I was sitting over to the side, like. But it's like, once again, thank you, Spirit, thank you, ancestors, because they happen for a reason. Like everything happened for a reason. I probably would have died on impact or been way severely burned, severely injured, or something from the airbag deploying on me, like in that moment. Um, but because the airbag didn't deploy on me, my rib cage was thrown up against my steering wheel. So with my rib cage being thrown up against the steering wheel, that caused a pneumothorax in both of my lungs. And a pneumothorax is a fancy medical word for holes. It's holes that have been punctured into your lungs. A pneumothorax in both lungs, but the pneumothorax in the left lung was a little bit more severe than the right, or bigger than the right, so that caused my left lung to collapse. But I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, so let me go back. So yeah, so let me go back to me being in the car. So I was knocked unconscious. I really don't even know how long I was unconscious. I just know at some point I came to, and the front of my car was smoking. And once again, fight or flight kicked in immediately. Cause in my mind, I'm like, the car could explode. And she's smoking. Like, I don't know what the fuck is smoking. So it catch on fire. Like, I'm not about to take no chances, obviously. Even though I couldn't fucking see nothing. I was like, I'm screaming, I'm crying and shit. And I'm like panicking, like searching through my car, trying to find my phone so I can call 911. Cannot find my phone, cannot see absolutely anything at this point because it's dark as hell. There is no lights over there, and it's at this point 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm in a wooded brush. It's just like it was a lot. It was a lot. Um, so yeah, like he didn't get out the car not one time. I did not see him until the police got on the scene and arrested him. Um, Once I came to, I tried to figure out how to get out of the car because my driver door, would not open for me. So I tried to like kick out my window. I couldn't kick out my window. So I'm like, okay, let me crawl to the back. And the back door was jammed a little bit. It wasn't as jammed, but it was jammed a little bit. Because the first couple tries, like I wasn't able to get out, but I kind of knocked up against it probably like 2 more times, and I finally got out that bitch. Because I was like, ain't no way. So yeah, I climbed out of the car because the way my car was sitting, it was like, I'm telling you, I was just a few steps away from that damn ditch, and it's like you can't see how deep the ditch is because of the brush and the trees and the greenery and all that stuff. You can't see it because it's grown over it, but it's like I know it's there. And the way my car was like leaning, the way I had to like climb out of that shit. Whew, yeah. So yeah, I climbed out of my car, and it was like I was standing on top of I want to say like bushes. Like I don't fucking know. Like they call it brush. Like, but it was like I was standing on top of like bushes and shit like that. And it was like I couldn't see, so I didn't trust the shit that I was standing on. So I climbed on top of my car because it was at the level where I could. I sat on top of that motherfucker, and at that point, I'm like holding my lungs and shit because I realized that it's hard for me to breathe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's like anxiety or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Me having a fucking panic attack because I just got knocked off the goddamn street or nothing. Like I'm not thinking, oh my goddamn lungs collapsed. No, furthest thing from my mind. Anyways, so I'm sitting on top of the car. Mind you, this nigga never gets out the car. Never get out the car to say, "Are you okay? I'm so sorry. Can I call him? Is it anything you need me to do?" Like nothing, absolutely nothing. Um, so I get out the car, sitting on top of the car. I am on the side of the street yelling for help. What the fuck? These little dumbass little kids about to hop in this nasty ass water with these ducks. Niggas, oh my gosh. What generation is this? Like Gen X or something? Gen Z? Cringy. Cringy as hell. Go home. Just homework. Anyways, um, I'm on top of my car, like yelling for help. Ain't nobody outside though, but I'm yelling for help. A car passed by. I'm yelling for help. I'm like trying to wave them down. They slow down and they see me, but they don't stop. They see this car over to the side. They see a person sitting on top of the car waving their hand, and they see this other car off, reared off on the opposite side of the street that they're supposed to be on. They see all of this shit. They see it, and they still drive. Like they slow down. They look. They assess the situation, and they keep driving. It's cool though, cause the ancestors handled they ass. I'm sure of that. Cause it's like ain't no fucking way, ain't no goddamn way. You just gonna drive past an accident, and you obviously see that these people are in distress, and you're not gonna do nothing. Even if you was feeling, things was a little bit shaky or something, you're not feeling trusting of the situation because it's dark and what time it is. The least a motherfucker could have did would just call 911 and say,